Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down and then nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Your attention span is too low for me, dog. Okay, your attention span is too low. Also, sensitives, EDBs, NPCs, please don't watch my videos. I'm a very eccentric individual. Please read my credentials down below on who I am. I don't seek subscribers, likes, and attention. I don't seek that validation. I make my money another way. I don't need all that attention because I cause problems for people, and they don't even know inadvertently they are causing themselves trouble by not listening to the beginning of this video. All right, let's get on with the videotape now here. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. This video is going to be pertaining to the friend zone. Now, a message to everyone who's on Marthious 4. I am on Marthious 6, and I'm about to create Marthious 7. Okay, because I keep telling you, YouTube still likes to strike me. I'm a comedian. I'm all sorts of crazy shit. I'm a bag mixed full of shit. Okay, I do a whole lot of shit that I'm allowed to do, but they'll want to make up something and they'll be like, give me a community strike. Okay, because I keep telling people to listen to my intro. And for some reason, it's intentionally. I do things intentionally. It's not never something that's serious, okay? But YouTube somehow takes it seriously. If I say a bunch of people are this way and a bunch of people, I have a right to do that, okay? But I don't see nowhere in their policy that you can't make fun of a group or type of people, especially if you're a comedian or in the comic section. I don't see it, okay? Now, if it is true that you can't make fun of nobody, white or black, whatever, yada, 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 that is terrible, terrible thing. They should not be doing that. You should be able to say whatever you want as long as you're not defaming someone's character. You can make fun of anybody. You can make fun of me. I don't mind that shit, man. But let's get on with the topic for today. I'm on Marthious 6 right now. Right now it's locked because I got a community strike, but I'm about to make Marthious 7. And Marthious 7 will be when I'm going to Kenya. All right, I might be going back to the Gambia. I don't know. I haven't made my decision yet, though. I have to be pulled one way or the other in order to do the things that I do. I make videos about everything I do, and I got some haters. Yeah, people who don't like me talking about virgins, they automatically think I'm a sex exploitator or a fucking pervert, or I don't care what they say. Okay, but anyway, let's get on with the subject. Friend zone is really simple. When I was younger, between the ages of 15, 16, all the way up to like 18, I started realizing that my teeth was kind of fucked up during those years. Okay, but then females would not give me a chance because of looks. Okay, and I had bad halitosis and stuff like that. Maybe that's the real reason why. But then at the same time, after I got my teeth fixed, okay, and that's these are dentures. Okay, and I hated teeth ever since I messed them up by accident when I was younger. I have never really said, no woman has ever said I was ugly at all. Okay, because I used to do certain things. The way I talk, my teeth was kind of fucked up, but I still got girls. But I didn't get no pussy, okay? I was getting rejections left and right. But then I came to realize that there was some females who wanted to be my friend. And then I realized that someone told me before I started getting involved with females, don't be in the friend zone. It takes less than a week to get the panties. Okay, this is what I learned from Pimps. And I say, once you have female friends, they are going to use you until they're used up. And this is why I try to tell nice guys, since I was a beta, okay, when I was younger. I never simped, though, because I never touched a used vagina, only when I inspected, because I'm a gynecologist, but that's another subject. Other than that, I kind of realized that even though I got a chance to see all them pussies, okay, and I massaged them, I did the masseuse and stuff like that, I blindfolded them, fucked them with strap-ons, I did a whole bunch of vapor rub, the ice cream and all. I did a whole tons of things to women in the past, okay? So what happens is that as I stayed with them and chilled with them just a while for a little bit of money, okay, it wasn't that much money, but I made a good enough money so I can actually get paid. I made like at least about $1,000 a month, about 800, yeah, 800 and 1,000 a month. Back in my heydays when I was on MySpace. But other than that, I had a different name during that time. And what I learned is that I would ask them questions and say, hey, why do females put me in the friend zone? They said, because, okay, they really don't like you. That's it. It takes less than a week to get the pussy in the Western countries. If she really likes you, she's going to let down them draws. Now, if she has no father, she's not a virgin, okay? And if she does have a father, you're going to have to meet the father. That's the best ones to get. And that's what women told me. The ones who already have their fathers aligned with their family. And I said, oh, that's a great idea. But I never really found too many women in society to this day that where women actually are still hanging with their fathers. Even though their fathers are beta alphas at best, because they're not alphas. Other than that, you know, I encountered a few females who wanted me to meet their fathers, but it would always be some interruption, okay? It would be some interruption, at least about 2 or 3 of them at least. And then I would take them to coffees and get them cocos. I don't take women out to dinners. At a young age, I knew that it was very bad. Yes, my daughter's in there. I knew that women love pimping men. And when I was told by the pimps, okay, that's their hustle, because when their time is up, their time limit is about 20 years old. That's when they get everything out. And I was like, is it like that in reverse? And they said, nah, the men are the victims. The men are falling victims because they have no control over the vessel downstairs instead of the thing up here. And this is why I learned from them to cut that sexual drive off. Watch porn if you need to. Keep yourself busy. Or hang with guys who are like-minded like yourself. I hung with tons of guys who basically had a lot of things in common with me. I would go to most guys I know I'm just drawn to mentally, psychologically. We all play board games. Okay, because I'm a gamer like a motherfucker. Even when video games was fully out and not full-fledged out. But I was playing everything. Even before the times when games started coming out. I was board gaming. I was making my own little board games and stuff like that. But overall, in the story, in a nutshell, when you are a male of good stature, okay, you're average looking. Most women are not attracted to average looking men. They're not, okay. If you're a 7, 7s are average looking men. And what happens is that women are only interested in 8, 9s, and 10s. So what do? You have to come up with a little bit of standards for yourself. If you have no standards, you are going to simp. You're going to simp. And simp means, you know, suckers investing in used vaginas. Suckers investing in mediocre pussy. Mediocre means used. So where I come from, that's what they told me. But everybody else, these millennials, they make up their own terminologies. But these days, a lot of guys these days make up their own terminologies. What a simp is to them is really what a trick is, okay? And so I remember that term, but a friend of mine reminded me that's a trick. I said the trick is actually a simp that most guys, but they don't understand the true definition of a simp. If you look at the dictionary, you won't find the true definition. You won't find it nowhere because they alter definitions over time. Even mathematical equations change over time. You got to be careful, guys. I'm old school. I know what I'm talking about. This ain't no Mandela effect. But being in the friend show is a bad sign. It's a very bad sign, especially if you can't touch your body. You're going to get a hug. See that hug? Lots of women, when they don't really like you, and you also, if you really want to know a female likes you, if she hugs you for a longer period of time, she has some sort of attraction to you. The longer the hug, not a pat. A pat means she don't like you. Okay, all right? So that's a little bit of a pointer's heads up for your ass, because I've been through a lot of them bitches, and they be like, they pat me, and some of them hold me. And some of them, they actually tell me straight up they want to get rid of their kids for me and shit like that. And I say, I can't do this babysitting service no more. Women are the biggest pedophiles in the world, man. It's sad. But they always make the men out to be that shit, which is really fucking sad. It's fucked up. How we got all these white boys being pedos and shit. But it really was the women who taught them that shit. Because they wasn't trained. They didn't know no better, okay? They didn't know it was like the underage. They didn't know none of that shit. You got to teach little boys this shit before it happens, okay? But black guys don't really have that type of problem. It's usually the white guys that do it, or the lighter skinned ones, okay? I never really had that fucking problem. But I did get in trouble one time, but they let me go and shit. You know, I had a girl who lied, and she was taller than me about her age, but that's what happens to guys who look like me, okay? I'm an average looking guy. I'm a 7 out of 10, okay? So being in the friend zone is very bad, okay? Because if you don't get to the point, you'll never get anything. And plus, on top of that, why deal with a female who's not a virgin anyway? So this is your man and your godhead man, the Emerald Pillar, okay? If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast, you put it down below. And that's all I really got to say about the friendship. I don't do friend zones with females. They got to pay. Because I'm not hanging around. Why would I hang around her? I talk to so many women in my inbox that I know that they either got some money or they don't. And that's my mindset for women. Even overseas, no matter what it is. Family is business to me. Love is respect to me, okay? It's not no disrespect. It's usually, I'm telling them up front, this is how I feel about love, and this is what you're going to give me. This is how I feel about family, and this is what I expect for you to have in your mind, okay? Fuck that, all that other emotions. Fuck your feelings, okay? I don't do all that shit, you know? If you don't give me what I need, I take away things that I have given you, and that's it. It's a trade-off, babies. Alphas do trade-offs. They don't do emotions like that. Nah, man. I know that may sound like some psychopathic shit, and you may need to study some psychopathy. Okay, that's you. Okay, but I'm just trying to tell you how simple it is. Cut off that emotion. I am about, with humans, I'm about 40%, or you can say 30% emotional. I'm not emotional with humans. When a female is emotional with me, then I will make sure that she's happy as long as she's giving me what I need. And that's how it should be. When she stops or gets tired, that you gotta cut it off. No friend zones. Okay? The other way around is 9 times out of 10, it's usually harder for the guys to find female friends. But when females want friends, they have their backups, okay? Because they're the biggest pimps of all time. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys. I've been talking for about 11 minutes and the fucking 10 seconds. And peace. No friend zone. Peace. Better to be alone than to be in the friend zone. All right, okay. Peace.